What's up, everybody? Groggy D here over at Pyro Junkie Fireworks on location in Tampa, Florida. What's up, Pyros? That was the beginning of a introduction that I was going to do for a store tour of Pyro Junkie in Tampa, Florida. I didn't get to do the store tour, and I'm going to explain that to you now, as well as show you my new stash that I just picked up on June 9th. Some of it was from Pyro Junkie, but not all of it. So let me tell you a little story about what happened when I went there. I had been planning on going there for several months, since back in February, when the owner didn't want me to show the store without many product stocks. So I waited till around the 4th, I thought. But lo and behold, I went there on a day that he was busy getting the store set up and still wasn't quite ready. That is not uncommon with places like Galaxy Fireworks, but I thought that they'd be a little ahead of things, but that's okay. There still might be a tour coming. I've got another opportunity, I think, towards the end of the month where they're definitely going to be set up. While I was there, he did mention a couple of things. One is kind of a shocking, sad news, and that is that he has to raise his prices a bit, maybe $5 to $15, depending on what the size of the item is, because of tariffs. So that is something we've all been hearing about, and it's a reality in fireworks for us on the consumer side of things, as well as those who sell the fireworks too. They don't want to do it, but they can't lose money, so they have to. Also, he said that the case price of formats are changing. They used to have 3 different case prices, one that you can get right now, one that if you spend $500 you can get, and the other if you spend $1,000 or more you can get. He said they're probably doing away with the middle tier, the 500 tier, but they're going to spread that throughout the up to $1,000 case price range to make it more fair. So it'll kind of work out the same, I suppose. And of course, this is one place that offers case prices, which is very unusual for a fireworks store in this area. And that's why I really wanted to get in there and show you some of the stuff they've got and what their prices are, what their case prices are. And that's about it. I'll tell you one more thing at the end, and until then, I'm going to show you the 200 gram and so on things that I picked up from my friend who buys cases and sells fireworks at a cheap discount. I've grouped these cakes into brand names. I picked the best of what he had based on the demos. However, a lot of these are pretty small, just kind of short, sweet 200 gram cakes, less than 30 seconds for the most part. But this takes care of a lot of the stash that I needed for the 4th, 2025. So let's start in the front row with the 3 that are all different brands. Beastly, Dominator, I'm Your Huckleberry, Sunwing, and I don't remember ever having Sunwing before, so there's a first there. And then Blaze It by Pyro High. I've done Pyro High. One thing in common with those 3 is that they are, 2 of them are 16 shots, I believe. Well, 12 and 16. So it kind of starts at the lowest shots with 9 for Beastly, which is a very extremely light cake, hardly anything in that one. 12 with Huckleberry, and 16 with These are very quick and they don't have the best performance. They're kind of just the stars and strobes that keep going on and on throughout many small 200 gram cakes. In the back row, I've got Cutting Edge. Surprised to see the quality of Cutting Edge. Their cakes are not too bad, and I have not shot a lot. I've definitely shot some. I've bought some, and I think I've shot some. But yeah, Happy Clown Bomb, Cocktail Party, and Lion Soul is this one, and the thing's blocking it. And I believe, I'm not sure about Happy Clown Bomb, but I believe those are all 16 shots. Let's see. Clown Bomb. Yeah, it is 16 shots. So interestingly enough, those are all 16 shots. Next, we've got a new brand for sure. Maybe I've shot it before. I don't remember. Let me zoom in. You can tell me what this says. FSF? Fireworks, Super Fireworks. Anyways, FSF. And I don't think that stands for fisherman, but it's an interesting brand. I've got Stoner and Set the Hook. And as you can see by Stoner and Blaze It, I've got a little mini theme going on with those two. I'm not sure what I can do with that, but yeah. I've done weed themed ones before, and nothing too interesting or different. I mean, okay. In the back, we go to Winda now. All Winda in the back with Dragon Duel, Nation Ovation, a really cool red, white, and blue cake. I'm actually looking forward to that quite a bit. Whirlwind Romance, double. Cake with two cakes, similar performance. Got a good deal on the bundle and that one added to it. They both have a very similar performance, so I was thinking I could probably do them both at the same time. Why not? Let them complement each other. Try to get them to fire at the same time. And then, of course, got Occupy Mars. I was lucky that he had that. It's a cake with a small Garandola picture inside of it. The shots are wishless shots. And I forgot to mention Whirlwind Romance has the twisting tourbillon shots to them with either brocade or willow. So yeah, there's that. How many shots? This is like 30 shots, so each of those is a 15 shot cake, I guess. Now, the only other thing I picked up was the 5-inch Pyroshiki canister shells by Pyro Junkie. And while I'm showing you this, I'm going to tell you the story of why I got this. Effects labeled. They're all Nishiki Willow effects, similar to the Holy Nishiki, similar to the Kong Nishiki, and that's part of the story. I've been dying to get the Kong Nishiki by Angry Monkey, a sub-brand of Pyro Junkie, and the owner talked me into getting this one, and he didn't have to twist my arm too much because he actually donated this to our channel under the condition that maybe we can do some sort of special comparison of this to other Nishiki canisters. And I think I'll either do the Angry Monkey Kongs or Raccoon Holy Nishiki. They're very similar. I believe all of those are 5-inch canister shells. So what really matters, of course, is how much they put in them. And he says that this newer Pyroshiki does rival the Kong shells, and just to clarify, I mean the Egg-Room Monkey Kong shells, not the overloaded Kong shells that some parts of the country you can buy. Those Kong shells. All right, folks, and then we'll have more coming. I think. I'm not sure. This could be about it. I'll do a full stash video most likely. And try to get that store tour in and try to get a tent tour in. I kind of want to go see some Black Cat stuff. Looking for those strobing rockets Black Cat's Fox brand makes. So that's about it from me, Groggy D here. Please like and subscribe, and I'll catch you near the 4th. Bye.